Okay, good afternoon to all of you. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Dual converter, control of DC separately exit DC motor. Okay, means what we can say. Till now, what we have seen, rectifier fed DC motor. Okay, that is separately exit DC motor. Okay, now we are going to see the dual converter. So, what is meant by dual converter? What is meant by dual converter? Dual converter is nothing but it is having two converters. Yes, any doubt, please? Any doubt? Any doubt? Dual converter means it is having two converters, okay, and these two converters are connected in anti-parallel. Okay, it is having two converters and these converters are connected anti-parallel to each other. Okay, so then it can be formed as a dual converter. Then it can be formed as a dual converter. So dual means the name itself is having the dual. Dual means two. Okay, two converters are connected in anti-parallel. Okay, in anti-parallel, that is called as dual converter. That is called as dual converter. It is really an electronic converter or circuit which comprises of two converters. One will perform as a rectifier and another one is perform as an inverter. Okay, therefore we can say that double process will occur at a moment. So means what we can say, the two converters will perform at a time. One is act as a rectifier and another one is act as a inverter. So simply already we have discussed, sir, converter, how it will act as an inverter. Can anybody say, please? For example, if we are having the single phase full wave control converter, just wait. It isn't recording. Okay, sorry to say, how the converter is act as an inverter, when it will operate as an inverter. Can anybody tell, please? Anyone? Anyone, please? Snehal, Pooja, Vaishnavi, roll number 9, Vaishnavi, Shivani.
Yes, sir.
When the converter is operate as an inverter, this is my question. When the converter, that I mean rectifier, is operated as an inverter, can you tell the answer?
Sir, I am unable to speak.
Okay. Any other person, other student? Shubham Doshi. Shubham. Shubham. Chaitanya. Roll number 39, Chaitanya. Patil. Shantanu Patil. Shantanu. Sangeeta. Roll number 23. Sangeeta.
Sir.
Can you tell the answer? When the rectifier is operated as an inverter, this is my question. DC to AC, but when it will operate as an inverter, that is my question. Here we can see if alpha is equal to 60 degrees, if alpha is equal to 60 degrees, clear? So we are getting the output voltage waveform is positive. Output voltage waveform is positive. If you are seeing alpha is equal to 120 degrees, firing angle is equal to 120 degrees, we are getting the negative output voltage. Negative output voltage is nothing but this rectifier is act as an inverter, means load voltage is greater than the supply voltage, means it will act as an inverter. Means what we can say here, when the firing angle is greater than the 90 degrees, okay, if the single phase full wave control rectifier or 3-phase full wave control rectifier, okay, if the firing angle is greater than the 90 degrees, then this rectifier is act as an inverter. Then this rectifier is act as an inverter. दीपाली मेटकरी, कितने मोबाइल से ज्वाइन किया आपने? 3 नंबर्स दिख रहे हैं. Deepali, are you there?
Yes, sir.
You log in 3 mobiles.
No, sir. Only one mobile. Due to network issue, they are showing 2-3 names.
Okay. Okay, is it clear? So please listen, all of you. So the rectifier means full wave control rectifier, may be a single phase or 3-phase. So this rectifier will be operated as an inverter. okay, operate as a inverter when the firing angle is greater than the 90 degrees. When the firing angle is greater than the 90 degrees. Already I told this point in previous lectures, but no one is giving the answer. No one is giving the answer. So here, so why I'm telling this point again, because here we are using the two converters, and these two converters are connected. These two converters are connected back to back. Clear? These two converters are connected in back to back, that is in anti-parallel. So whenever we would like to operate at a time these two converters, one should be operated as a rectifier and another one should be operated as an inverter. Another one is operated as an inverter. Clear? So here two full converters are arranged in anti-parallel pattern and linked to the same DC load. Okay. Just wait. Okay. These two converters C1 and C2 are connected in back to back, that is in anti-parallel. Then these two converters are connected to the same load. Okay, these two converters are connected to the same load. Okay, here we are taking the load as separately excited DC motor as a load. Okay, separately excited DC motor as a load. So these converters can provide the 4-quadrant operation. The basic block diagram we can see here. Okay, this converter may be a single phase or 3-phase. Okay, please remember this one. So if you design the, if you are using the two single phase converters, so that will become a single phase dual converter. If you are using the two 3-phase full converters, then it will become a 3-phase dual converter. Clear? Next, a dual converter controls of DC separate like the DC motor as shown in figure. So it means this dual converter is control the speed of this separately excited DC motor. Okay, so for power ratings up to around 10 kilowatt, single phase fully controlled rectifier can be used. So means what we can say, for small and medium power applications. Okay, for small and medium power application means up to 10 kilowatt ratings. So we can use the single phase converters. Okay, we can use the two single phase converters. If load is more than the 10 kilowatts, okay, for high power ratings, okay, that is more than the 10 kilowatts, so we will go for the 3-phase fully controlled rectifier. Then we will go for the 3-phase fully controlled rectifier. Okay, so here rectifier A, which provides positive motor current and voltage in either direction, okay, and allows motor control in quadrants 1 and 4. Rectifier B provides motor control in quadrant 3 and 2 because it gives the negative motor current and voltage in either direction. So see here, you can see rectifier A, that is what we can say, we can represent this rectifier is A rectifier and B rectifier. Okay, so this rectifier is provide the positive output current, okay, that is I, positive output current, and voltage in either polarity, that is depends upon the firing angle. Okay, if the firing angle of this rectifier A, if the firing angle of this rectifier A, alpha A, okay, so is less than 90 degrees, if firing angle of rectifier A is less than 90 degrees, it will operate as a converter. Okay, and the output current is in this direction, that is positive. Voltage is positive and current is also positive. V0 positive and current is also positive. Current is also positive. Is it clear? So same way, if firing angle of converter A or rectifier A is greater than the 90 degrees, greater than the 90 degrees, then what about the output voltage? V0 is negative, V0 is negative, and I0 is positive. I0 is positive. So in which quadrant it will be operates? Can anybody tell, please? In which quadrant it will be operates? Shivani?
First,
V0 positive way if alpha is less than 90 degrees and alpha is greater than 90 degrees, V0 is negative. Clear? And I0 is positive, always positive. So in which quadrant it will be operates? V0, I0, minus I0, minus V0. In which quadrant it will be operates? Current is always positive. Yes or no? Current is always positive. Shivani?
fourth quadrant.
Okay. Means if output voltage positive and output current positive, so it will operate in the first quadrant. It will operate in the first quadrant. Clear? And output voltage is negative and output current is positive. Output voltage is negative and output current positive means it will operate in the fourth quadrant. Is it right? Yes or no? Means it will operate in the first and fourth quadrant. First and fourth quadrant. Is it clear? Are you got the point, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So like the same way, next, rectifier B, okay. So here also same operation. Here also same operation. If alpha B, firing angle of rectifier B, is less than 90 degrees, what about the output voltage? V0 is negative, V0 is negative and I0 is negative. I0 is negative because now the current is flowing in this direction, in reverse direction. Is it right? Like this. Is it clear? So like the same way, if firing angle of rectifier B greater than 90 degrees, means positive voltage will be appear, means positive, this is the positive and negative across the load. So means V0 is positive, V0 is positive and I0 is negative. I0 is negative. Means here I0, what about the output current I0? Positive or negative?
Negative.
Negative means output current is always negative because the current is flowing in this direction. Clear? And output voltage may be positive or negative because that is depends upon the firing angle. Is it right? So in which quadrant it will be operates?
Third.
This is the V0. Okay, this is the minus V0. And this is the I0. And this is the minus I0. So in which quadrant it will be operates? If alpha B, firing angle of rectifier B is less than 90 degrees, it will be operates in the third quadrant. Output current is negative and output voltage is also negative. Is it clear? And if firing angle is greater than the 90 degrees, output voltage is positive and output current is negative, means it will operate in the second quadrant. It will be operates in the second quadrant. Means this is the second, this is the third. Is it clear? So means when the rectifier B operates, it will be operated in the second and third quadrant. When the rectifier VA is operates, it will be operates in the first and fourth quadrant. So means what we can say here, the dual converter will operates in the four quadrants. The dual converter is operates in the four quadrants. Is it clear? Is it okay, Shivani?
Yes, sir.
Okay, rectifier A, which provides positive motor current and voltage in either direction, means voltage positive or maybe negative. Okay, so it will allows motor control in the first and fourth quadrant. So already I have explained. So next, like the same way, rectifier B provides motor control in the quadrants third and second, means second and third quadrant it will be operates, means output current is always negative. It gives the negative motor current, means negative motor current is nothing but load current. Okay, negative motor current or output current is always negative, and voltage in either direction, means maybe a positive and negative or negative, that is depends upon the firing angle. That is depends upon the firing angle. So like this way, the dual converter is operates in the four quadrants: first, second, third, and fourth. Okay. Next, there are two methods of control for the dual converter control of DC separate exit motor. So here, the firing angle of the both converters should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay, the firing angle of the both converters should be equal to 180 degrees, because so what is the average output voltage of the single phase full wave control rectifier? For example, average output voltage of this A rectifier. Okay, average output voltage of the A rectifier VA is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. Okay, but here two converters are there, so that we can say firing angle of converter A or rectifier A is alpha A. Is it right? So like this same way, average output voltage of the rectifier B, that is VB, that is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha B. Cos alpha B. Is it clear? Is it right? Then what we can write here? VA plus VB is equal to 0, means VA plus VB is equal to 0 is nothing but 2 Vm by pi 2 M by cos common. Okay, 2 Vm by pi is taken as a common into cos alpha A plus cos alpha B is equal to 0. Clear? So if this term is taking this side, so total term will become 0. So from this equation, what we can write? Cos alpha A plus cos alpha B is equal to 0. Can we write like this, Shivani? Cos alpha A plus cos alpha B is equal to 0. Can we write like this from this equation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next one. So cos alpha A plus cos alpha B is equal to 0. So from this equation, what we can write? We can take the cos common. Alpha A sorry, 1 minute. Alpha A plus alpha B is equal to 0. Okay. Alpha A plus alpha B is equal to 0. Okay. So alpha A plus alpha B is equal to cos inverse 0. 180 degrees लिख सकते हैं क्या अपन? Clear? 180 degrees means what we can say? The firing angle of the both rectifier should be the summation of the firing angles of the both rectifier should be equal to the 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Alpha A plus alpha B is equal to 180 degrees. Clear? Okay. Okay, in simultaneous control, the both rectifier are controlled together. So in order to avoid the DC circulate current between the rectifier, they are operated to produce the same DC voltage across the motor terminals. So what is the meaning of this one? So here, if you want to operate the both rectifier at a time, so if alpha A is equal to means firing angle of the rectifier is equal to 60 degrees. Then what about the firing angle of the rectifier B? 180 minus 60, how much?
120.
120. Clear? So like this same way. So for example, if alpha B is 60 degrees, the firing angle of the rectifier B is 60 degrees. Then what about the alpha A? Same hai na? If it is alpha rectifier B is operated at 60 degrees, then alpha A should be operated at the 120 degrees. Means both firing angles should be equal to 180 degrees. Okay. Both firing angles of the rectifiers A and B should be equal to 180 degrees. Means alpha A plus alpha B is equal to 180. So if alpha B is 60 degrees, then alpha A is equal to 120. If alpha A is equal to 60, then alpha B is equal to 120. Clear? Like this. This is the one of the rule to operate the dual converter. This is the one of the rule to operate the dual converter. Okay, so although controlling a firing angle according to the relation, it prevents the DC circulating current. It prevents the DC circulating current. AC current does circulate due to difference, okay, between the instantaneous output voltages of two rectifiers. So inductors L1 and L2 are added to reduce the AC circulating current. Because of the flow of AC circulating current, simultaneous control is also known as circulating current control mode. So means what we can say here. So what is the meaning of this circulating current and non-circulating current mode of operation? So whenever we are operating the both rectifiers at a time, so AC current is circulating through the load circuit. Is it clear? AC current is circulating through the load circuit. So in order to limit this circulating current, okay, in order to limit this circulating current in the load circuit, so we are using one inductors. We are using the inductors L1 and L2. Okay, you can see here we are using the inductors L1 and L2. So by using these inductors, we can limit the circulating current. We can limit the circulating current. Clear? That is the main meaning of the main using the inductors in the dual converters. So to limit the circulating current in the load circuit, we are using the inductors L1 and L2 in the dual converters. This completely eliminates discontinuous conduction and therefore gives good speed regulation in the complete range of the drive. So means what we can say, by using the inductance in this dual converters, it will completely eliminate the discontinuous conduction mode. It will completely eliminate the discontinuous conduction mode. So means the speed regulation is also good. So means what we can say. So already we have discussed what is the meaning, what will be the effect of inductance in the load circuit. For example, if load is not having the inductance, so for example, the output voltage become a 0 and it will become like this. Clear? But in the case of, this is the discontinuous conduction mode. Okay, it will become a 0, 0 like this. So, but in the case of whenever the inductance is present, okay, whenever the inductance is present, so the operation will become like this. Okay, so means we can make the continuous current, we can make the continuous operation, because whenever the supply is cut off, so some amount of energy will be delivered from the inductance. Okay, some amount of energy will be delivered from the inductance, so it will make the continuous operation. That's why what we can say, by using the inductance, so it will completely eliminate the discontinuous conduction. So due to elimination of this discontinuous conduction, the speed regulation is also increase. The speed regulation is also increased. Next, okay, the speed reversal is done as follows. Means when operating in the quadrant 1, rectifier A will be rectifying the rectifier A will be rectifying and rectifier B will be inverting. Means whenever we are going to operate the in first quadrant, so the rectifier A is operate as a rectifier, means the firing angle should be 0 to 90 degrees. Okay, between 0 to 90 degrees. And the rectifier B operates as a inverter. Inverter कब operate होता है? If the firing angle is more than the 90 degrees, means the firing angle of the rectifier B should be in between the 90 degrees to 180 degrees. Is it clear? So for speed reversal, alpha A is increased and alpha B is decreased to satisfy an equation. Okay, so if speed is reversal, means speed reversal के लिए क्या करना है? So what we have to do? We have to do the reverse output voltage. We have to give the reverse output voltage to the DC motor. Okay, so reverse output voltage to the DC motor. Then the speed will be reverse. Clear? So for this reverse output voltage, okay, or for reverse voltage to this DC motor. So what we are going to do here? This equation should be changes. Means alpha A should be the firing angle of the rectifier should be in between the 90 degrees to 180 degrees, and the firing angle of rectifier B between the 0 to 90 degrees. Means it should be exchange. The firing angle of rectifier A and rectifier B will be changes. Okay, so the motor back EMF is exceeds magnitudes of VA and VB. The armature current shifts to rectifier B and the motor operates in the second quadrant. Okay, the current control loop adjusts the firing angle alpha B so continuously as to be break the motor at the maximum allowable current from the initial speed to 0 speed. So means what we can say, when the motor is operating in the second quadrant, means still it will work as a motoring, but in which motoring? Reverse motoring. Okay, so means reverse motoring means what we can say, sorry, reverse braking में second quadrant में how it will operate the drives in second quadrant. First quadrant में forward motoring, second में forward braking, Forward braking. What about the third quadrant? What about the third quadrant? Reverse motoring. And fourth quadrant में reverse braking. Forward motoring, forward braking, reverse motoring, reverse braking. Is it clear? So means when the motor is operating in the second quadrant, so it will operate as a braking mode, means forward braking. Okay, it will operate as a braking. Okay, so like this way we can exchange the firing angles of the rectifier A and rectifier B. Clear? Modes of operation of dual converters. Already we have discussed modes of operation of dual converters. There are two fundamental, there are two functional modes. One is the non-circulating current mode and the second one is the circulating current mode. In non-circulating current mode, one converter will perform at a time, and so there is no circulating current between the converters. So in non-circulating current mode of operation means okay, so only one converter is operating at a time and another converter is not operating. Clear? Another converter is not operating. So that is called as a non-circulating current mode of operation. Means what we can see here, you can see in this diagram. So whenever in non-circulating current mode of operation, only at a time one rectifier is operates. Only at a time one rectifier is operates. Maybe rectifier A or maybe rectifier B. Okay, maybe this rectifier or maybe this rectifier. At a time only one rectifier is operates. So due to this, when this rectifier is operates, when this A rectifier is operates, the B rectifier is in off position. Okay, it is not in operating condition. It is not in operating condition. Is it clear? So whenever this B rectifier is not in operating condition, so there is no chance to flow the circulating current through the load circuit. Okay, there is no chance to flow the circulating current through the load circuit. So that's why whenever the only one rectifier is operating, so no current is flowing through the load circuit. Okay, no circulating current is flowing through the load circuit. So this operation can be called as a non-circulating current mode of operation. This operation can be called as this mode of operation can be called as non-circulating current mode of operation. Is it clear? So, but in the case of whenever we are operating the both converters at a time, A and B, okay, at a time, by adjusting the firing angles, as we said before, okay, so there is a current is circulating between the in the load circuit. Okay, so whenever the current is circulating in the load circuit, so that mode of operation can be called as circulating current mode of operation. Circulating current mode of operation. So means what we can say here, the modes of operation of dual converter is in two modes. It will be operated in two modes. One is the non-circulating current mode and another, second one the circulating current mode. Is it clear? So in non-circulating current mode, only one converter is operates. Okay, another one is in off position. Next. Okay, so this already we have discussed. Okay, fourth quadrant operation of dual converter. Fourth quadrant operation of dual converter. Clear? So converter 1 performs as a control rectifier when the firing angles are 0 to 90 degrees, and converter 2 performs as an inverter when the firing angle 90 to 180 degrees. So already we have discussed this operation. Clear? This is the simple dual converter fed speed control of DC motor. Okay, speed control of DC motor using dual converter. speed control of DC motor using dual converter. So this DC motor may be a separately excited DC shunt motor, DC series motor, whatever. Okay. Have you got the point? All of you? Okay, just wait, I will take the attendance. Only 29 students are present. What is today date?
10.
Okay. Narayan Garg Indrajit, roll number 36 is there. Narayan Garg Indrajit.